Barak Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Barak Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Honors to the apostles, salvation to the elects, and the brothers that's new in this. Lead us the right way, unite our family, defeat our enemies. Judgment for Moab. The Spirit really got on me, just taking some time reading through the scriptures, going through it, and the Spirit jumped on me to talk about Moab. Judgment for Moab. It's Esau is the main villain in the story, but Moab will be punished too. And we know the three biggest superpowers is Russia, America, which are both Edomite nations, and then over here on the side you have Moab, which is China, the Chinese nation. So I wanted to jump on Moab and show and show through the scriptures, through the Spirit too, that Moab got a great punishment coming too. A very, very great punishment. They got the billion-man army. They got billions of people over there, and they ain't did nothing to go along with the yard Lord. And they play their own parts in keeping us in captivity too. And they also treat us the same way that the Edomites treat us, and they follow up behind the Edomites. So there's great judgment coming from Moab too. But first, I want to start off with identifying them as an enemy of the Lord, which you see I already got it on there, you know what I mean? So I'm going to jump through some scriptures, but let's go to Psalms 83 here, right here, verse 5, and let's go all the way down to 8. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites, of Moab and the Haganers, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek and Palestines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have happened to children of Lot. So this is pretty much listing the enemies that are consulted together against the Israelites, and they are enemies of the Israelites. And if you're enemies of the Lord's, of Yahweh's people, then obviously you're an enemy of Yahweh too. These are our enemies as a nation, even our Lord. These are his enemies, and as we see, Moab is on there. So I wanted just to identify them first. Now we're gonna jump through some scriptures and see some of their punishment. So we're gonna go to Psalms 108, verse 9. This is quick. Moab is my no. Let's start from 7. God has spoken in His holiness. I will rejoice. I will divide Sinkim and Mati out of the valley of Succoth. Gilead is mine. Manasseh is mine. Abraham also is the strength of my head. Judah is my lawgiver. So this is the side you want to be on. This is the good side, you know what I mean? But let's go down to the bad side. Moab is my wash pot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe. Over Philista will I trumpet. So pretty much we getting on Moab. So Moab is my wash pot. That's going to be the Lord's wash pot. You know what I mean? All the dirty stuff go through there and you wash it. He's going to wash them out pretty much. He's going to clean them out. They got too many people anyways. All those people are going to be cleaned out. Those cities are going to be washed out. They're going to be the Lord's wash pot. That's great judgment. But that ain't giving me enough though. That ain't giving me enough. So, let's keep going through it. Let's get even more. Let's get in more in depth. Because that just says wash pot, right? So you could interpret that the way that you think you want to, right? So let's get more in depth then. So Jeremiah chapter 48, and let's just start from the beginning. Let's get really in depth. Against Moab, thus say the Lord of hosts and God of Israel, woe unto Nebo, for it is spoiled. Caridium is confounded and taken. Misgab is confounded and dismayed. There should be no more praise of Moab. In Heshbon they have devised evil against it. Come and let us cut it off from being a nation. Also thou have be cut down of madman. The sword shall pursue thee. A voice of crying shall be from Hernaim, spoil and great destruction. Moab is destroyed. Her little ones have caused a cry to be heard. So let's just go back through it. There should be no praise of Moab. But first, I want to start by saying, like, even though this did happen in Babylon, ancient Babylon, but today we have mystery Babylon, as the same as then would happen as now. The same way the Lord has salvation of the Israelites out of Egypt, there's going to be another salvation of the Israelites. The same way the earth was wiped out with the great flood, the earth is going to be wiped out again. Judgment is going to come off the earth again. You see the point, as then as now, the same as then as now. These prophecies are two-told. They're telling you what happened, but they're telling you what's going to happen too in the future when it comes back around, like a loophole. So it's two-told. So the spirit has to be in you to understand that there should be no more praise in Moab. So this is a prophecy for today, because Moab, what do everybody say? Oh, they have great technology. They have so many people. They so smart. They're a very wealthy country. Super, super wealthy. Got a lot of people over there. They create everything. Everything is created from them. Everything is made from China. But what does the Lord say? There should be no more praise of Moab. They ain't gonna get no more praise. It's gonna be over with. Let's jump down right here. Moab is destroyed. Moab is going to be destroyed. It ain't going to be no superpower China around no more. That's going to get destroyed for their iniquities against the Lord and they sin. And the stuff that, man, we even got to get through the sins that they be doing. I mean, come on, man. We know this. Incest is how they was even created. You got them eating dogs, cats, and killing the dietary law. Don't keep no Sabbath day, no holy days. They lie, they kill, they steal, all that type of stuff, man. And her little ones has caused a cry to be heard. And that's what's going to happen to Moab. That's Moab judgment. Let's give one more quick one real quick. Ezekiel chapter 25, and let's just get a verse real quick here. And I will execute judgment upon Moab, and they shall know that I am the Lord. Everybody on the earth is going to know who the Lord is when the Lord come back. And this is pretty much wrapping it up. I will execute judgment on Moab. That's judgment. Judgment is coming from Moab. They're getting judged. They're going to be wiped out, and they have a lot to fear for. And Esau is the main villain in the story. He's going to get the worst of the punishment, but there's a lot of other nations, all the nations that took a part in slavery and enslaving the Israelites throughout all history of the earth, is going to get judged by the Lord, and everybody's on the earth is going to know who that judgment coming from and who the Lord is. And even Judah, even Israel is going to get judgment too. The two-thirds are going to get judged for not waking up and not hearing in their grace period, not coming back to this word and following this word and keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. They're going to be judged too. The ones that didn't want to listen, the ones that wanted to follow Edom, the ones that wanted to follow Moab instead of following the Lord. They're going to be dealt with too, and the elect is going to get the salvation. That's what we're waiting for. That's what we're doing this work for, putting all our time, all our energy into this work to wake up as many brothers as we can. So Barak Yahweh Bahashim Yahshai, salvation to the elect, honors to our apostles,